Hello, Rich and the Suffolk Crunch. Thank you for having me on again. It's nice to be back on, although I've got to be honest with you, I'm not quite sure where we're at the moment as a football club. We're in a very different position, I'd say. The Brighton of the last 4 or 5 years, I'd be really, really confident going into most games, although, a televised fixture against someone at the bottom end of the table never really ends well for us. You need to look back at Luton last season as a very good example of a very similar situation to where we're at the moment. But Brighton in general, I'm not quite convinced the football hasn't been quite there. We've maybe not been playing the sort of beautiful, traditional Brighton way. I don't think we've won a game in about 7 or 8 as well in the Premier League. So, yes, we've just beaten, obviously, quite probably to your delight, Norwich the other night, which was probably a little bit too easy for us, I'd say. 4-0 could have been a lot more. I didn't really feel like we even got out of first gear, to be honest. Don't think Norwich even really tried in the game, at least if they were, then yikes. But no, it was one of them that was quite straightforward, routine win through to the next round. But yeah, as I say, Brighton aren't really where we should be at. I'd like to see us competing for Europe this season. We've had an amazing come up as a football club, as a lot of people will be aware. The transfer recruitment and everything that comes with it. We've been on the upward trajectory for a very long time, and rightly so. Tony Bloom's been magnificent for us, but actually going into this season probably has been the biggest question mark over bringing in Fabian Hertz, the 31-year-old, after having Roberto De Zerbi last season. As most people know, is, in my opinion, still a world-class top level coach. That it's a shame that we felt that we had to lose him in the way we did. And obviously, with it's come with a bit of a transition. We've brought in a lot of players, which needed to be happen. It had to go. I think the £200 million we got for Caicedo, etc. We had to be spending that at some point to be competing at the top level. But I think where we've brought in so many players, lost the likes of Pascal Gross, Adam Lallana, key figures, along with big injuries to Lewis Dunk, Joao Pedro. We've lost a lot of leadership quality, I think, in the squad. And I think we're really feeling that now. The disparity between having a young bunch and an older bunch that are mostly injury prone, realistically on the pitch that you're fielding at the moment, is just naivety. And I think that's it's being sort of felt, I think, at the moment. For us going into this game, I think we have to win at some point. We've not won, as I said, in our last 8, I think it is, in the Premier League. So a result against Ipswich would definitely be needed. I think Fabian Hertz has maybe got a little bit to answer for in the Premier League front, and at the end of the day, I think we still should be going for Europe. It's going to be a big ask, mind. I think there's a lot of good teams in and around that top 6, even like Bournemouth, etc. They look a lot better than us at the moment. So it's a hard pill to swallow, I think, as a Brighton fan. We've got used to success, and rightly so. And I think it's going to be a big tester. I've got to be honest. I think this is, for me, it's a bigger game than when we play against like a Man City or an Arsenal, because there's little expectation going into them games, whereas you go to Ipswich and you should be winning the game. I haven't seen too much on Kieran McKenna. I can't say I've watched Ipswich every single week, or I'd be completely lying. But the games I've caught, I think you still look like a good outfit. I think you got a good side. I quite like the look of Amari Hutchinson and your boy at front, Delap. I think they look, you've got a magnificent little team there. I think there's a lot of potential. I think, credit to McKenna in the way he stayed there and stayed committed to the challenge that you've got. I would quite like to see you stay up just for a different face up there, I've got to be honest. I'm not just saying that. But as I say, we beat Norwich, so I'm probably on your right side at the moment. But I guess that could all change after tomorrow night. I'll give you a little prediction then. I hate doing this. I think we'll probably draw. I think we've drawn our last stupid amount of games, and I just don't know where the win's coming from at the moment. I say, if we play like we did the other day, then great. But we've got a few injuries as well. Jorginho, Minte are a bit touch and go, same as Joao Pedro, so that takes out a lot of goal threat. It is good because we've got Danny Welbeck back in the other hand, which is nice. Solly March has just come back from injury, which is a nice sort of time for him. He's been out for the last 14 months, I believe, which is unbelievable. It's insane that he's even playing football for us again, to be honest, let alone scoring. But I think in terms of the squad we've got at the moment, it could be a game where, you guys turn up under the lights at your place. I think I could see that, but I'm hoping that doesn't happen, of course. So I'll go the draw, and I'll go the 1-1. Similar to the game really at the beginning of the season, to be honest. I think we'll have a few chances, but I think they'll probably be a little bit more in your favour this time. As I say, we've not really been that convincing. I really do hope I'm proved wrong. I'm not normally the negative one, to be honest, but this season it has been a bit of a weird one. But yeah, all the best for the rest of the season. Of course, not for tomorrow night or tonight, whenever this does go out for you guys. And yeah, we'll see you soon. And up the Albion. Thank you.